Have you ever felt so emotionally broken that even your coffee gives up on you? You pour it, sip it, and suddenly your mug whispers, "Girl, I'm not enough for this." Yeah, that kind of broken. We've all had those days where life feels like a Netflix drama directed by someone who hates you. And guess what? God doesn't just binge watch your breakdown, He shows up healing toolkit in hand. You clicked on this video hoping for hope, and that's exactly what you're getting served hot, like spiritual soup for your bruised soul. Get ready. We're diving into 10 healing Bible verses backed by spiritual truth and a few holy giggles to help you feel better, heal faster, and walk away knowing that God isn't just watching your story, He's flipping the video in your favor, how you can start using it right now. We'll count down from 10 to 1, and by the time we get to number 1, 10, Psalm 34:18, God is not ghosting you. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. This isn't your flaky friend who says, "I'm here for you," then disappears faster than your last paycheck. No, this is God up close and personal, closer than your phone during a midnight TikTok binge, when your heart feels like it's been shoved in a blender, pulsed 3 times, and served over emotional ice. This verse is your warm blanket. Hey, I'm here. I've got you. There's no app for divine presence yet, but Psalm 34:18 is the next best thing. Try this. Whisper this verse like it's your private hotline to heaven, because it is. Bonus, no hold music, no waiting line, just divine proximity 24/7. 9. Matthew 11:28-30. Jesus offers soul-level naps. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. This isn't go take a nap advice from a Pinterest life coach. This is divine permission to stop duct taping your emotional world together like a dollar store glue stick that expired in 2008. Jesus looks at your burnout and says, "You tired? You done? Good. I've got the peace you've been Googling at 3 a.m. He's not judging your teary breakdowns or midweek meltdowns. He's offering you a spa treatment for your soul. No copay, no awkward clipboard, no small talk with Cheryl at the front desk. Real talk. Stop trying to fix your pain with memes, frozen pizza, or rage cleaning. Instead, read Matthew 11:28, exhale like you mean it, and take that holy nap Jesus style. 8. Isaiah 41:10. God is the ultimate spotter. Do not fear, for I am with you. I will strengthen you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Think of this verse as your emotional protein shake, minus the chalky aftertaste. God steps in like a heavenly gym partner and says, "Don't worry, I've got this set." When fear tries to drop kick your soul with a 45-pound dumbbell of anxiety, God steps in, lifts it with one pinky, and says, "We're good." He's not just cheering you on from the sidelines. He's the one holding the weight while you breathe through it. If you feel like life's leg day never ends, remember you're not being crushed, you're being carried. Here's your move. Write "He's got me" somewhere visible, bathroom mirror, phone wallpaper, or, if you're bold, across your forehead. Okay, maybe just the mirror for now. 7. 2 Corinthians 1:3-4, from broken to blessing machine. The God of all comfort comforts us so we can comfort others. This verse basically translates to, you cried, you healed, now you're hired. God's comfort isn't a one-time pity party. It's an internship into divine empathy. You know that person who gives amazing advice because they've survived 17 breakdowns, 4 therapists, and 1 overly spiritual roommate named Bartholomew? That's you now. Thanks to this verse, you're licensed to comfort others. No theology degree or soul-soothing playlist required. Real assignment: text someone who's hurting right now. Use that pain you've survived and speak life into them. Boom, you just fulfilled scripture. God turned your crying into a calling. 6. Revelation 21:4. Goodbye pain, hello perfect ending. He will wipe every tear from their eyes. This is the ultimate plot twist, the final scene where everything gets wrapped up. No more pain, no more ugly cries during commercials. God personally wipes away your tears, not like a disinterested aunt at a wedding. No, personally, it's not just poetic. It's a promise, a divine happily ever after with zero cliffhangers. When life stinks, Revelation 21:4 smells like lavender and freshly baked peace, spiritual snack. Next time you cry, remember it's not forever. Heaven keeps a tissue box just for you. 5. Jeremiah 29:11. Your life isn't canceled. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to give you a future and a hope. God isn't winging it. He's not scrambling up there like, Gabriel, get the whiteboard, this one's a mess. No, he knows the plan, and it's good. Better than your 5-year vision board. Even if you feel like your life just got canceled mid-season, God already greenlit your comeback series. Spoiler alert, it's a redemption arc, faith hack. Write down your worst fear, then underneath write, but God knows the plan. Hang that where doubt can see it. 4th Proverbs 3:5-6. Stop GPSing God. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. This verse says, stop trying to spiritually backseat drive. God isn't using Apple Maps. He already knows the fastest way out of your mess. You don't have to understand everything to trust that He's driving. But it does help if you stop screaming directions from the passenger seat. Action tip. Every time you're tempted to overthink, just say out loud, rerouting God's way. 3. Philippians 4:6-7. No panic, just prayer. Do not be anxious about anything. Present your requests to God. This isn't some cheesy, don't worry, be happy slogan. This is real. God says, hand it over. Not just your requests, but your crazy, your stress, your emotional train wreck. The result? A peace that makes zero human sense. The kind of peace that shows up at a funeral and says, I know where hope lives. Try this trick. When stress hits, pray like you're texting your best friend. No filter, no punctuation necessary. 2. Romans 8:28. Your mess equals God's raw material, and we know that all things work together for good. Even your worst moments are recyclable in God's hands. Romans 8:28 is divine proof that nothing is wasted. Heartbreak, failure, drama, even your awkward crying on the bus moment, it all gets used for a good purpose. God's the ultimate upcycler. He turns disasters into destiny like it's a spiritual hobby. Mic drop move, say this out loud, even this will be used. Then move like you believe it. 1 Psalm 147:3, He's in the heart repair business. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. God doesn't hand you a Band-Aid and call it a day. He rolls up His sleeves and starts stitching delicately, patiently, and without gloves. He doesn't flinch at your pain. He doesn't ghost your grief. He leans in, binds wounds, and heals what you didn't even know was broken. You don't need a therapy subscription, a Himalayan salt lamp, or a spiritual retreat in Bali to start healing. You just need to come broken. Honesty is the only requirement. Do this. Find a quiet moment, read this verse aloud and whisper, "Fix it, Lord." That's it. That's your prayer. So, here's the holy recap. You're never alone. Psalm 34:18. You're allowed to rest. Matthew 11:28. You're stronger than you feel. Isaiah 41:10. You're equipped to heal others. 2 Corinthians 1:3. You're promised a future without pain. Revelation 21:4. And you're part of a plan that can't be canceled, confused, or corrupted. Your story? It's not over. In fact, it just hit the part where everything changes. You've got comfort, purpose, peace, and promises. That's a spiritual jackpot, and you didn't even have to attend a retreat or wear weird sandals. If this hit your soul harder than your coffee this morning, do something about it. Hit that like button. Click subscribe so you never face heartbreak without backup again. Share this video with your friend who's 2 days away from sending that text to their ex. Save them. Drop a comment below with the verse that shook you the most.